Okay, so let's take a look at how this prototype actually works. What I built was basically a box out of foam board. I put 3 pieces of foam board together to make the piece that sits in the middle that holds that actually the blueberries will drop through. I wanted to make sure it was thick enough that a big blueberry could get stuck in there, but only one. So that's something that I may refine. The box has edges on it, borders on the sides, so that the blueberries can't fall out while they're being sorted or dropped into the holes. Of course, you don't want to put the blueberries in yet because they will just drop through the holes. So I have a shutter. So I built this little shutter and a slot that the shutter goes into. And right there, if the shutter is sitting right there, you can see that the holes are completely blocked. So what we do now is we take our blueberries and just pour a whole bunch of blueberries into the blueberry spreader. Shake it around a little bit. Notice that all the borders keep the blueberries from coming out. When we're done getting the blueberries into the holes, there's a little hole at the bottom and we can just pour our blueberries out this end. Looks like that needs to be a little bit bigger. They're not getting out easily enough. And the other thing you have to be careful about, I noticed, is I may have made these holes just a little bit too big because more than one blueberry gets stuck. So I can probably get away with less foam board. But the proof of the pudding is when I pull the shutter out, what happens to all these nice little blueberries. I have to, there we go. And as you can see, we have one blueberry that got stuck, so our hole wasn't quite big enough for that. I think the hole's big enough, it's just that the foam board is just a little bit ragged on the edges, and so it holds that blueberry up. But as you can see, the blueberries fell out the bottom. They rolled around a little bit because this is not a pancake that I dropped it onto, but basically the effect was they are now scattered easily into what would be the pancake, and we've got a working model.